Hey there, Mark Renneson from Third Shot Sports along with Lacey the dog. If you love pickleball, you're going to love this video. Hey, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you can make sure you get all our new videos as soon as they come out. Enjoy. All right, so here's a point featuring Morgan Evans and Jessie Irvine from the 2019 USA Pickleball Nationals in Indian Wells, California. And take a look here at Morgan's serve. Let's rewind that and look at his serve here. And it's a unique kind of serve. He tosses the ball in the air. He actually uses a flicking motion to get that ball up a little bit high and with some topspin already on it. And what he does is he accelerates through that serve to create even more topspin with it. It's a bit of a risky serve because he hits it so hard and with so much spin, it's got to be quite close to the net, but can be highly effective at making the returner struggle a little bit to hit the kind of quality return that they want to hit. So we've been seeing a lot more from this Morgan in 2019 and I expect to see more of it going forward into 2020. Okay, after that return of serve does get hit, notice how he steps around, how quickly he gets after serving from the right side of the court, how quickly he moves to his left to get that ball with his forehand. Now Morgan Evans has a solid backhand drop and drive, but really likes to use that forehand, especially with a little bit of side spin. So you see how quickly he gets over. It's a little bit of an inside out shot, meaning he's coming across the back of the ball here. A little bit of side spin on this as he hits his forehand diagonally. Now notice where Jessie is, how far up in the court Irvine is. She's already at 3/4 court, and this is what we often sometimes call no man's land. This is an important place for her to be here because she's assessing the quality of Morgan's drop. She has some confidence he's going to play a pretty good one, but she doesn't want to overdo it just in case that ball does sit up a bit too high. So she stays here at 3/4 court, giving herself enough time to defend in case it is a well-hit reply. She and Morgan Evans both identify that it was a pretty good drop, and so you see here that they start to move forward together. Look at the timing of the steps here, of the split step. Perfectly in unison. Now Morgan's a bit further back because he was so far behind the baseline when he hit that initial drop, or on the baseline I should say, that the opponents figured that Irvine was more of a threat because she was a bit closer to the net, so they play it cross court toward Evans, using a little bit of backspin here on this dink. Notice how he comes from high to low on the ball. That's what gives the ball some backspin. And look how stable the paddle face is through contact. Right? The wrist is very stable. You don't see the paddle face change. It's going to help with consistency. And look how low that ball crosses the net. Too often we think that dinks have really sort of noticeable, pronounced arcs. There is some arc here, but really this is a pretty straight, flat trajectory. The reply is also quite low, and here we see Irvine, again, a stable paddle face through contact, a flat trajectory. Again, these players are so quick that they're so good at moving to get the shot they want. You'll see Evans come around here to use his forehand again. Not because he has a bad backhand dink, but because this gives him more options. A little easier to flick fastballs with the forehand than the backhand. So it gives him more options. And again, notice where they are compared to the non-volley lines. Sometimes we believe that players should stand right behind it, an inch behind it. What we're seeing more and more right now is players standing back a little bit more. That means that they don't have to concentrate so much on exactly where their feet are, making sure they don't have a kitchen violation. It also means that if the ball does come fast at them, they have a little bit more time to react. And it also does mean that if a dink is hit, perhaps that ball, instead of landing right near their feet, has to come up a little bit higher before they strike it, which maybe gives them more of an offensive opportunity. You'll see here again, a stable paddle face from Irvine, keeping that ball fairly straight and low. The opponent here, sorry, I don't know offhand who it was, the opponent here reaches forward to take that ball out of the air, to take away Irvine's time. And that ball sits up high enough that Irvine thinks she can attack it. Doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it gets counterattacked on the backhand side. And I really like Irvine's two-handed backhand. She uses it very effectively Here she just gets a little bit handcuffed. It's a bit too close to her body. Can't quite get the swing out she wants, and it goes into the net. But a good point here, and a really nice example of the way that the pro players move and how they do little things like keep their paddle faces very stable all through contact to make it more likely they can hit the ball cleanly. Alright, thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you can make sure that you see all the videos when they come out. Thanks as always to our very good friends over at Selkirk Sport. They make amazing pickleball paddles. Look at that squirrel in the background. Anyway, Selkirk Sport. They're never squirrely on the courts. See ya.